All right, there you're hearing White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki addressing a number of issues, among them this Supreme Court order today that blocked the Biden administration's vaccine mandate for large businesses. That mandate under the Occupational Safety and Health Agency, OSHA, mandated that all businesses with more than 100 employees in the United States, that would be 84 million American workers, would be mandated either to get a vaccine or to get tested weekly and wear a mask. The Supreme Court struck that down, saying the OSHA agency, that act establishing the agency, did not give the agency the power to order everybody in America, or 84 million people, to get a vaccination. The court at the same time did uphold a different mandate in a separate case, the Biden administration mandating vaccinations for healthcare workers at healthcare facilities, hospitals, and otherwise that receive federal funds. And that affects 17 million healthcare workers. The Supreme Court upheld that. But let's bring in back in ABC News senior national policy reporter Ann Flaherty. So, Ann, there you hear Jen Psaki ask, so now what? And she did. There's not a lot of substance that the president can do now. The Supreme Court says he doesn't have the power to impose this vaccine mandate across the board.
Right. I think that the Biden administration is bumping up against the reality of federal power. They've pushed this as far as they could possibly go. It's actually something that united a lot of the Republican governors who were divided before on how to handle COVID. But they certainly agreed that they did not support these mandates. And what we heard from the Supreme Court was that Congress never gave the administration the power to do this. What we did hear from Jen Psaki is that she thinks it's a win, a much smaller win, but a win nonetheless, that these healthcare workers are going to have to be vaccinated. And I think they're going to continue to try to put pressure on these companies to go ahead and see vaccine mandates through, so arguing that it's in their best interest to keep doing this.
And the Biden administration, as you say, running up against what the court, this conservative court, says are the limitations of the federal law, that there are public health laws that empower the United States government to do some things, but the real public health law power is in the states and localities to do things like mandate and quarantine and things like that. And so what Jen Psaki says is that the president's going to encourage businesses that would have been under the mandate to do a mandate on their own. And I was struck by the fact that she said only 33, about a third, she said, of the Fortune 100, the biggest companies in America, only 1/3 of them mandate vaccinations for their employees. So this is a long way from getting done as it was envisioned under a mandate.
That's right. And I think that the Biden administration is not going to give up some of the things that I'm going to be looking for in the months to come. Are they going to possibly pursue a vaccine mandate for domestic flyers? People that go on airlines, they do have the authority to try to push a vaccine mandate for that. Otherwise, it lands squarely with the states. I mean, the states have the right to do the school mandates. And is he going to be pressing the governors on this? I don't think he's going to give up. I think his political life depends on it. I think the Democrats depend on him being successful with COVID. So I think he's going to try to find new ways to try to force the hand of Americans, because what we're seeing right now, Terry, is clearly that these hospitals are overwhelmed, in part because of the unvaccinated people who are continuing to spread this virus. That continues to be a major problem. He has to get this under control.
And if you're not vaccinated, you are much more likely, 13 times more likely to get sick, to even die from COVID. And that ought to be a sobering, urgent warning to those who are unvaccinated. If they take it up, that's going to be their business still, because the federal government doesn't have the power to mandate that they get it through their employers. That's the Supreme Court decision today. And Ann Flaherty, we thank you very much for helping us understand it and what the White House response is. We'll look for those developments in the future.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.